Where are we in this whole Facebook thing? You know, I don't know if you heard the story overnight, but there was a Wall Street Journal little blurb where they a revelation where they fired a worker over a stalker claim where he bragged about, you know, being able to access somebody's.
Yep.
You would think in this day and age that, you know, you would take some people out of the loop. Remember, like they used to, like the generals said in war games,
right.
Take the people out of the loop and put the machines in control because they're not ruled by emotion. But we don't seem to be at
actually,
that point,
machines are ruled by algorithm, which
yeah.
are made by humans who are ruled by emotion. So it's just an extension of it, really.
Right.
But if you look at that two-edged sword of data privacy, you know, there are aspects that people may not think about a lot that take a lot of implicit data to work really well. Think if you use Pandora or Spotify, if you use Amazon, and if it's a good service for you, then it means it gets to know you better and better and better.
Right.
So with Spotify, the thing that people may love about it is it offers up songs they've never heard before, and they love it because it gets them at this kind of personality implicit level.
Right.
Now, you can't do that unless you can sort of glean data from them in some way. But the big difference are these two things when it comes to data and privacy. One is, how transparent am I when I tell you what I'm going to get from you? And second is, when I deploy that data, is it aligned with your interest? Or am I kind of exploiting you and ratting you out just to rent your data?
Right. If I, you know, if data is, if a supermarket is collecting data on me to know that I like quinoa and I like healthy foods and that sort of thing, and offers me coupons on the back of my receipts and that sort of thing, that's a good use of data.
Could be. It depends on your view of that.
Yeah,
You might find it intrusive, but it could be.
But that same data could be used for nefarious purposes as well. Explain the big five when it comes to personality, because these are the big five issues, obviously, that are determinants of marketing, of personality marketing, correct?
Right. So if you go back now, it's 25 years in the scientific community that globally social scientists, psychologists converged on one really robust theory of human personality. And the reason human personality is important is 50% of it is genetic, the other 50% is kind of made, you know, nurture and nature kind of thing. But the reason they track it is because it's predictive of behavior and your outlook and your preferences and your choices. And so if I could figure out, for example, if there is a repeatable personality that, for people that struggle with morbid obesity, for people that may struggle with addiction. That can be very helpful as a kind of coach to help them have a better outcome. Now, where it gets a little creepy is if you have something like Cambridge Analytica with Facebook, where people actually may not have known how the personality information was being used. I actually interviewed Alexander Nix, the CEO, on September 22, 6 weeks before the U.S. presidential election. And at that point, he said, quite you know, forthright, saying, what we do is a kind of micro-based segmentation based on personality. And in this case, he said it's fear-based marketing. So they would fear-based marketing was
that doesn't sound like a good thing.
Probably not for quinoa, especially. But if you look at this is what I mean by the two-edged sword. If I'm helping you quit smoking or helping you understand why it's important to get your kids vaccinated, that's one use. But to trigger fears to either suppress a vote or get you enraged against somebody, that's a very different usage indeed.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.